Hey, welcome to Your View. It's Friday. I am Mariah Afolabi Brown. It's Celebrity Friday today. I have my lovely co-host here. Hi, ladies.
So this was a turban week.
Yeah, the turban week. It's likely to be a turban. Okay, well, I'm off the whole of 2 weeks, so yeah, good. Hi, Jimmy. How you doing?
I'm doing very well this morning. I come with good tidings.
Who's greeting us now?
It is me greeting God. I'm very appreciative of the much that 2016 has been, and the month of July has been incredible in the sense that, I've just gotten more spiritually mature, and I'm very happy, looking forward to the remaining quarter, the remaining half of the year, so.
Well, you look like milk chocolate today. Very, very sweet.
Thank you very much.
All right.
Thanks.
Then we want to talk with how you doing?
I shouldn't be jealous that she has a fantastic relationship with God. I should be happy for her, but I feel so happy for her and I feel bad for myself. Like I always tell my husband, Mark, when you married me, I was a bolikoko to the core. Like I had so much time for spiritual things. I've not been able to get myself back to that. And I feel really, really sad because I'm like, I know where I used to be with God.
Trust me, we're all like that.
No, but even
like
God,
babies
even God knows that once you marry, your husband becomes your priority.
Yeah, and sometimes
know.
it's
Some people are able to do it.
I mean after your kids are a certain age, you can now start going back to that.
Back.
But trust me, in this area, trust me, I mean that shit. So we find a way.
But I keep thanking God that I was there before.
Yes, last night I had to wake up 1 o'clock when I go and pray. Go and pray. I was like, man, I want to sleep. Get up and go pray for your children. If you don't have to pray for yourself, pray for your children. How you doing, Uwa?
I'm very well, thank you.
I know you're in the papers, don't worry.
Which one? It's in the papers. Yes, please.
Are you ever going to comb your hair?
No, I'm not. I love my hair, thank you. I was asking GOC to show me before the show came on, and he refused to put the camera on my face.
Do you like
that's why I'm not smiling.
We are smiling.
But okay, so we still have a couple minutes.
I'm a sulking baby this morning.
Okay.
This weekend will be a busy one, Mariah.
Sorry?
This
It's
weekend.
a busy weekend. We'll save the gist.
Yeah, this weekend is busy, right?
Very, very.
Yes,
What are we doing?
Okay,
I'm speaking at an event at the hotel.
Then later in the evening, we're having YK hosting.
Yes.
And then on Sunday,
we're
YK
going to
is
see
going
people
to
that
be,
watch.
we'll have gist on Monday, Sha.
The activity book. That's good. Well, I'll be off for 2 weeks. I need to do a few things.
You're so happy about it.
I'm excited. 2 whole weeks.
Unfortunately for her, we're doing the same training. I don't know why you get a
2
whole
weeks
week
off.
We know you are very close to the training people. Me, I've been very far away, so you have some ideas. Me, I need brushing up. All right, let's take a break now. When we come back, we're going to go through the front pages of the newspaper. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
You don't say.
Yes. Welcome back. We're going to start with the punch. Experts urge more spending as federal government says economy in recession. We are not the only country in recession. There are many countries that are doing worse, far worse than us, says Adeosun. Picture here, very sad story. 18 killed in Lagos bus explosion and Bauchi crash. Looters shouldn't complain of rights violation, Commonwealth Director says. EFCC appeals Fayose allies bill, grills Obanikoro's aid. Governors plan vocational trip to Germany. Falana Junaid kick. Sex scandal. No concrete evidence against reps, says minister. Lagos rep dies in Abuja. Saraki offers an olive branch, names Tinubu others committee heads. Dogara demanded 40 billion naira pardon in the budget, says Jibrin. And Buhari confirms talks with Niger Delta militants. Let's start with the accident story because it's on front page here. And it happened just close by. Yes,
Yeah, it happened yesterday on that Otedola Bridge at about 6 p.m. And they said from the reports, eyewitness said there was a bus tire. And this is supposed to be like a 14-seater bus. 3 people were rescued. I don't know, because my husband was actually, the thing happened right in front of him. He took pictures of the fire and, you know, how the body, the charred people and all that. It's a really, really gory sight, you know, but you see sometimes outside the fact that the roads are bad, there's also carelessness from the driver, because from the report they said he was on top speed, and when the tire burst, he was trying to control the bus and put it to a stop, but unfortunately the bus somersaulted, and of course the thing happened. But the fire service, they were there, and you know, they were able to put down, because my husband actually has all the pictures of them trying to, you know, I mean, it was really, really sad.
And we've always said it before, like, no matter what happens, once your tire bursts, never lose control of the steering wheel.
Yeah.
Always, no matter how far you are, how much you're speeding, just hold that wheel. Because if you lose that wheel,
and don't step on anything.
Flipping.
And also, even the same, the crash in Bauchi, 8 people died. It was also as a result of a bus tire.
And that's why we brought them.
So the FRSC that, you know, they are hammering on, you know, making sure that you will have good tires and all that. I mean, it's saving lives. Look at now, we have about 18 people dead. Just, you know.
Question, tubeless tires, do they burst like that?
They do.
I think we've seen 2 tires. This is 2.
Tubeless tires.
They do.
I don't
Do
know.
we still have tube tires?
Not familiar
They
with
do,
tires.
because, you know, from the SUV stories, it was a bus tire. Those ones are usually, tubeless.
I wanted to mention the story of the governors. We have our governors traveling to Germany for a vocational training, and I'm going to join Falana in saying, really, does this make sense right now?
Is it possible that it's a free trip because the ambassador is leaving Nigeria?
No.
It's possible.
Even if there's a free trip, there is an allocation. There's an allocation for ESTA code when you travel. You have to have money. You have to spend money. So we have about 27 states, according to Falana, that can't pay salaries, and these governors want to go on a vocational trip to Germany based on the country that is in recession. I think we are officially in recession. So whatever the value you want to get from this trip, can't you put the burden on them to come and market us rather than us going there?
But did they state what the vocational trip is about? What they are going there to go and do?
Falana said it is summer vacation in disguise. But they mentioned that it was going to be with some specific German companies to aid our health and agric.
Yes.
So I can understand that maybe you want to improve the health in your state and agriculture, but you haven't paid salaries and the country is in recession. You cannot take out money to travel. Yes.
Daily Sun, moving on very quickly. Can of worms. Reps reveals Speaker Dogara's dirty secrets. How House leadership padded budget with 40 billion naira. And pictures here of Ogo, Jibrin, and Dogara. $1.2 billion arms deal. EFCC ordered to pay 5 million naira to Fayoshe's aid over illegal detention. 6 governors to go for training in Germany. Saraki rewards opponents with juicy Senate committees. Confusion. Ministers disagree over state of economy. 11th burned to death in Lagos auto crash. And Avengers give oil firms quick notice. We are in talks with militants. All right, what story?
2 things quickly. EFCC.
I think they need to get their acts together, honestly.
And
you can't be paying fines when you're trying to...
You have just said what I wanted to say. Moving on to the next one.
Which one of them?
I think I was going to talk about the speaker.
Dogara.
Padded.
Dogara, yes. I was going to talk about that because I read the dirty uncanny of the worms. You know, and it's a little sad if it is true. This is now he said against I say.
Yeah.
You know, but the Jibrin resigned. He said that Dogara made it look like that he was being sacked or removed as the head of the committee, but he was the one walking away because of so. They padded the budget. They removed him from even having access to the members of the house because he was against that corruption.
They allocated billions to their own constituencies.
Out of 100 billion, 40 billion to themselves.
No, but he said he wanted him to allocate that 40 billion to his... Has it been allocated?
No. So you have like 100 billion miscellaneous for the house. Yeah. And then he said Dogara was saying 40 out of that 100 should go to him.
Him and 3 other principal officers, not just to...
you know. Niger Delta, I will discuss in another paper.
Moving on to The Nation very quickly. Government, economy in recession. The facts and figures here. Our Minister of Finance was saying that is Nigeria in recession? Yeah, technically. What I will like to say is we are going to come out of it and it will be very short. We're in talks with militants, says Buhari. Federal government, states, local share 559 billion naira. And Anthony Ilujoba is OAU acting VC. All right, let's talk about the economy and then the militants.
May I talk about the militants?
Sure,
Because that's what I want to talk about. If they truly are in talks with them, I applaud that. It's a commendable effort because this morning, my view on the whole issue is that we were brought together by force in 1914 by the colonialists. They handed over, oil was discovered in Oloibiri before they gave us independence in 1960. They handed over the country to our regional leaders. Our negotiation, arrangement, and unity broke down in 1966. And since then, we've had military interregnum forcing us continually together. So I am with Professor Wole Soyinka on this, that we must now negotiate. Do I want to stay with you? Because forget about yourself. Think about the Niger Deltan who has oil, but they cannot farm, they cannot fish, and the resources. You forget about your own groundnut pyramids and your cocoa and your rice and everything. You use our resources to build Abuja.
To pay salaries.
I see how that your Abuja looks like, and I am far away from that. So I can now say, you know what? Me, now I want 85% of my resources. You have 15%. Because even me, I want 85% of gold in Osun. Let us be giving federal government 55%. We must discuss.
Okay.
From the reports, the president is in talks with the groups. He's using oil companies to discuss with the Niger Delta militants. What they are saying is that they are reviewing also the agreements that the amnesty program that the previous administration had. So they are going to see them and they're going to review and see what best ways forward that would put a permanent stop to all these bombings and all that. Because we've lost about a million naira. I mean, a million barrels. It used to be 2.2 million. Now it's now 1.2 million barrels per day.
Moving on very quickly to Vanguard. It's official. Economy in recession, says federal government. Finance Minister briefs Senate, says nation currently in tough place. Insists Nigeria can't afford to rely on oil. Buhari inherited negative reserves, 165 billion naira monthly wage bill. Will come out of it, federal government not owing workers. Picture here of teenagers been arrested for alleged robbery and cultism. Federal government in talks to Niger Delta, we talked about that already. Sex scandal, U.S. ambassador has no evidence, says minister. Court grants Fayoshe's aid 50 million naira bill, fines EFCC 55 million as anti-graft agency kicks. Federal government, states and local government share 59 billion naira, and naira weakens to 330.50 kobo in off-market trades. So if that's happening in Interbank, what's going to happen in a black market? Jehovah? We would have passed 100 by now.
Even while CBN was giving official rates of whether 280 something, whatever. Some people said they went to the bank and they bought at 330. Some bought at black market 355. This dollar matter. In short, I don't want to understand this.
Said that it was a dishonest deregulation. You make it seem like you deregulate.
But you're still fixing prices for some people. But they had to because of the because if they don't fix price for importation of oil, we won't be able to afford to buy the oil at all. I want to mention that saying we're in recession is obvious. It's just stating the fact. But they also said that they properly financed the Ministry of Works. Beyond last year, they financed the Ministry of
74 billion. Is that properly out of the
400?
But as compared to 5 billion last year, the entire last year they got 5 billion, but so far in the year they've gotten 74 billion. So as compared to last year, they've gotten more money.
So, President Fashola, what are you doing with 74 billion?
We need to ask that question. Then I wanted to quickly say that on the issues of our
Senator Fashola, Minister
Fashola, all our people that went to
sex scandal,
they said the housekeeper has refused to testify against the man. So the wife is talking. My husband did not sleep with anybody.
All right.
So they're saying that their way out is to file for defamation, sue them to court for wrong accusations.
Those are wrong allegations.
I'd like to see their filing so that we can believe them.
But they've been denied visa to the US, and US has the right to do that.
Yes.
But the outgoing representative, ambassador, is the ambassador for the US to Nigeria, has apologized for not taking the proper route.
He
should have written the letter. He should have written the letter to the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, not sending it directly to Dogara, and it was wrong. And then now the case is
He's in limbo. 'cause we don't
He's
even know
going
what's
to
going
remain. It's not Nigeria.
All right.
We won't hear about
I
it
wish
again.
I could see the story of these teenagers that were paraded as robbers and
Unfortunately,
cultists.
that's all we can take on Front Page Review. When we return, we ask, is it okay for men to cheat because they bought the wedding ring? Something was trending. I think, was it over the weekend?
Yeah.
Some gentleman said that it was from Ghana. So we just said, since it's hot, let's discuss it. Let's hear your thoughts on it. Stay with us. We'll be right back. Welcome back. Now, we heard some Ghanaian comedian, imagine, all the way in Ghana. Some Derek Kobina Boni, popularly known as DKB, says it is permissible for men to cheat on their partners. According to him, men can cheat because they bought the wedding ring, they organized the wedding, and you bear their surname. So they own us, they own the women, they own you. Not maybe you shall. It should not be seen as a wrong thing to cheat. Now, what are your thoughts on this? This is almost like a part 2 of yesterday, which is similar to if you find that your spouse is being friendly with an opposite sex. So we'd like to hear your thoughts on this trending topic online. You can call us on 070-806-68014. You can tweet to us at TVC Connect. Please hashtag YourViewTVC so we can hear a tweet. Now, we just heard that our guest is not going to be here, so we can actually have this conversation all the way. So for those of you that were unable to make your comments yesterday, please phone in, send your tweets. Would like to hear your own thoughts on this connected conversation. Tokwe, let me start with you since you didn't come yesterday. What are your thoughts? We bounced. What are your thoughts that men own women because they paid for A, B, C, D?
Let me first discuss my opinion on yesterday.
Okay.
So if for any reason I've surprisingly been caught in such situation where I had a very good male friend that we were just platonic friends. There was nothing going on between myself and him. There was nothing. Yes. It wasn't my spec.
No, we trust you. We all just used to like wonder why you're going to the movie with him all the time, but we believe you.
But we had something in common.
Yeah.
That we both love watching movies and watching series. He was always downloading series and I was collecting from him. But I realized along the line that my husband wasn't comfortable with it. His wife wasn't comfortable with it. My husband wasn't comfortable with it. And my husband just said that you wouldn't like it if I was that close to somebody else. And I thought about it and said, maybe. But the point is, I had a vacuum. I wanted to watch movies. My husband wouldn't watch movies with me. Yeah. His wife wasn't doing that either. Yeah. So we both had a space in our lives that we needed something to feel. Yeah. And in most cases, a genuine bonding like that would only happen. I've even had someone that said, music can fuse people together. Their love for music, their love for exercising, their love for something must fuse them. So if you as a partner realize that your husband or your wife is bonding with someone outside, it's because there is something that person is giving that you are not giving.
God bless you for that, because after yesterday's show, I put my thoughts together too. I have the same problem. My husband loves to exercise, he loves to sing, and he loves to pray. Those 3 things, I don't do them good enough. I definitely can't sing to save my life. Then I don't like to exercise. Then I pray with Father, Lord, I love you. But my husband likes the gym. So it's like we don't have those things in common. But when I realized that we were almost apart, like we now had like separate rooms. I mean, we were sleeping in the same room. He just felt like he needed his privacy, and I'm like, privacy, bawo. Before you know it, in my marriage. But suddenly, I started doing what he liked doing. I started exercising. I wake up with we go and exercise together. Singing, I don't complain again when he sings in the house. I'm screaming down the whole house. I join the singing, and and then I realized that suddenly he moved back into our room, and we have now. I'm telling you, we're bonding better than before, because that was the vacuum I had left opened.
Without you complaining about the space, once you filled up the space yourself, he got attracted again and came back.
So you really might not need to face the woman. And I asked him yesterday when I said, if for any reason there's a lady
frolicking
around you, should I just tell the lady that, please be careful? He said, no. That except there's that if you do that, it shows that there's a major breakdown between our own communication. So no woman, no man has a right to go and attack that other lady or that other man, because if you cannot deal with it with your own partner, it shows that there is a major problem in the house.
If you have an issue with, I mean, if you have a friend that is supposed to be, is a male friend of yours, and you are not close to the wife, the responsible woman should find a way to become friends with the wife.
What if she have nothing in common with the wife?
No, hold
I
on.
don't want to be your friend.
Hold on.
I don't like you.
Or you would find out, or you would find out what is comfortable, what
For
she
her.
can accommodate.
Okay,
And you now deal with that. That shows that you are responsible.
that's good.
But when you know that the woman is not comfortable with certain things and you insist
ignore.
on doing and you ignore,
Okay, that's okay.
that is the red light everybody should look out for.
Okay.
But on this matter
On
today,
today's matters, okay.
say you buy ring, you organize the wedding, she's bearing your surname, and that gives you the right to cheat. I think it's a very, very wrong notion. Because the truth is that I see women as precious jewels. I mean, if you want a precious jewel, you will go all out for it.
Spend
So
money.
when you now go all out and you suffer and you gather that, that's something that is very precious to you, will you now treat the person like trash? Because, I mean, you suffered for it.
And there's another jewel out there too that you want to bring in.
No, there's
Your
no
own is
jewel.
precious.
Your own is
There are
like,
plenty jewels
no,
out there.
you already have the precious jewel in your house, but you want to be touching every other jewel outside. That is wrong. So because you have sweated, you have paid dowry, you have paid bride price, and you have done so many things, and the woman is now in your house, that doesn't give you any right to cheat on her.
Male chauvinist.
Okay.
It is how we were brought up to feel that a man can do and a woman can't try.
Okay, I agree
That
with
is
you, Tokwe.
the upbringing. You see, even to the point, I'm a Telemundo fan. I'm trying to get myself out of it and spend my time more productively, really. But I saw how a man shaped his son by saying that men are allowed to cheat once in a while, but women can't try it. And the boy believed it totally. And I'm looking at it that this boy would grow up, probably if the movie extends that far, and he would tell his wife that men have a right to cheat, you can't try it. So it's passed on from generation to generation to believe that I can do whatever I want to do
because I'm a man.
because I'm a man.
Okay, Kobina is an African, so he has an African mentality of polygamy is okay. I can have several wives if I bought you like a commodity, And as a Christian, I see how the Bible makes women, seem like, because you're underneath, you must always listen to what the man has said. We have interpreted it in our own ways in Africa. Because all of us are practicing the same religion, but the way a white man practices his own Christianity is different from the way an African. God will bless you. And so I'd like to also then go back to religion, because it is from religion that God looked at Adam and said it is not good for him to be alone, and gave him a wife. Kobina is a comedian. Why are we even taking him seriously?
Okay.
God did not say that the woman becomes your property when you marry her. God did not give Adam 2 Eves. He gave him only one. So a woman is not a commodity. She's a helpmate. She's supposed to help you get to where God wants you to get to that you couldn't get to on your own.
Right. Let me take this call from Yakub. Yakub, good morning. Are you there?
Hello, I'm here.
Hey, how are you?
Fine, I'm good. Good morning to you all.
Good morning.
Hello.
We can hear you very clearly. Go ahead.
Good morning.
Yeah, thank you very much. You see, I think the man in question that made this statement is a comedian. I'm not surprised. I'm not really surprised, because maybe he was joking or something. What gives a man a right? Because you provided the ring, you organized the wedding and all that. What about the woman that's organizing the wedding and then she quickly bought the wedding ring? And then what are you going to tell the woman then? The woman should go ahead and begin to cheat also. So I don't think it's a bad idea, because the man is totally wrong, totally wrong. Thank you.
Thank you, Yakub. We all agree with you, actually.
In this present age and time, honestly speaking, I've not even seen in recent times, all the young people getting married, I've not seen the marriage that is only the man that is bearing the, what's it called?
Wedding cost.
The wedding cost. Now it's usually a joint
Yes, so
something.
joint matter.
The woman will bring this, the man will bring this, they will contribute. So does it mean now that since me too I contributed to the wedding, me if I can go and be cheating?
Are you not wearing my own ring?
Yes, because no, it's true now, because it's very difficult right now to find a wedding totally funded completely by the man. You see that maybe the woman's family will fund it as well. So I mean, there are so many things.
But let's go back to,
I wanted to even say something that if you look at great men like Solomon, David, what brought about their downfall?
Women.
There's too many women in their life.
Bam.
So I'm saying that for men, you should keep a straight face. One woman is enough for you.
Enough
Stick
problems.
with her. We don't like to share at all. Please.
At all, oh,
back
please.
to
We don't
our
like to
culture,
share.
though.
Yes.
We have a culture that when you're doing the wedding, the woman is...
Pause. I have a call from Senegal.
Oh, okay.
Anthony, are you there?
Yeah.
Good morning. Please go ahead. Thanks for calling.
Yes. Please, I would like to contribute this. The fact remains that even if you have to go through Bible, I don't see anything. It might start somehow here, but maybe even God has just made it. I've not seen anywhere. I've not heard either that a certain lady married maybe one or more than one husband. At the case where the husband is still alive.
He needs to reduce
But
the
it
volume
has
of
been
his
done
TV
repeatedly. Well, we have all seen where men marry more than one wife.
I didn't get what you
You
were
need to
Sorry,
turn
we didn't
down-
get
when
your
they're
point.
calling, they need to turn down the.
But
the
I was
audio.
saying that we have a culture where a woman is, you pay for the bride price. Like you bring in a lot of things to pay. And then the men live with the attitude of, I have paid for her. Like she's a commodity that we are selling. Even some culture will say that they have, I trained you to secondary school. Your money, your bride price has increased because I've spent so much money on you. Your husband is the one that will benefit from that. I think we need to change the culture. Yorubas gladly now don't even take the bride price. If
and
you,
we fund the wedding by
Yorubas
ourselves.
don't take bride price anymore, and that's because we realize that the psychology of a man feeling that I paid a lot of things for this woman, why should she talk back at me and all that? So right now we stop it. When you bring your bride price in weddings, you are the money is returned back to you to say that we're not selling our wife to you, our daughter to you. Take good care of her.
But they collected the yam shower. Let me take Benjamin from Edo State, I believe. Benjamin, are you there?
I'm there.
Good morning. Please go ahead. Thanks for calling.
Good morning, ladies.
Morning.
So I want to contribute concerning the issue of marriage of issue. You know, men nowadays, I'm so sorry for them because they like to do half of. Now, men, they destroy themselves, but at the end of the issue, they have put digestion for their woman. Let the woman take issue to commit from outside, whether the man will be the
We go manage you now. We don't get choice.
All
The
right,
two shall become one.
I think I'll take a quick break now. When we come back, more on your views. Stay with us. We'll be right back. Welcome back. As we said earlier, our celebrity guest unfortunately couldn't be here, so we'll continue this conversation on men being allowed to cheat. I think we have some tweets, Jumoke.
Yeah, Abubakar says, men are like master keys that can open any door.
Really?
Bob Manuel says, the guy is a comedian. He should not be discussed self. Baba Tokwe says, please don't mind that so-called Ghanaian comedian. He's only looking for a response from people like him. Abdul Salam says, as a man, cheating on your spouse is outright disrespectful. Fatai Taiwo says, it's not right for men to cheat, but in Nigeria, things are upside down, which we know how Nigerian men behave, and this is bad.
Okay, we're talking about, let me take this call from Quincy. Quincy from Ikeja, are you there?
Hi.
Hi,
Good
Queen.
morning.
Good morning.
I'm a first-time caller.
Welcome to the show.
Thank you. Hi, Sitawa. You look lovely. I love your hair.
Thank you.
Okay. So about yesterday's discussion, I I missed it, so I had to watch the repeat. The thing is, some single women like us, we don't want anything to do with married men. They come to us and they will toast us, and they will not wear their wedding ring. And if you ask them that, are you married? They tell you, no, they are not married. So the thing is that we don't want married men. There are some single ladies here. We don't want married men coming to us. They should stop lying to us, telling us that they are not married and they don't have kids or they don't have anything, that they are single. We don't want that life.
All right.
So, and another thing is that men actually think they can cheat because they think they can get away with it.
All right.
And it's not right at all.
Thank you so much, Quincy. So Quincy is single. She said, listen, stop coming to us.
Yes, and there are lots of single women like that. I will address some of the things she said, but I'd like to take more tweets. Reverend says, in Africa, women are reserved after being married, but men will never do the same. Ghania says, what Okwe Amorayo said highlights the importance of meeting one's spouse needs and speaking their love language. Raymond King says, men are polygamous in nature because from our forefathers, they usually have concubines, though it's a personal thing. And I was going to use that to buttress on what the last callers mentioned, that men think that they can get away. And because they saw their grandfathers have many wives, so they believe that, that's how we met it, that's how it is. But it's a forbidden thing for a woman to even think about it.
But, okay, I'll come to that because let me take this call. Usman from Ikoyi. Are you there, Usman?
Yes, please.
Please go ahead. Thanks for calling.
Yeah, good morning, beautiful ladies.
Good morning.
Yeah, I like your show.
Thank you, sir.
Well, straight to the point. The truth of the matter is this. No society in the world allowed men to cheat on their wives. No society in the world. None. So, and you have to look at that person that made this comment. It's a comedian. Now, if he's serious about what he said, I'm a Nigerian, I'm a Ghanaian, probably it is allowed in his own culture. And for someone to say so, look at his background. Charity begins at home. Maybe he learned it from his father. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
You're saying that men are not allowed, but well, me, my Lagos people that I know, my family, my mom's siblings and everything, some of them 2 husbands, some of them 3 husbands.
Question.
I'm like, so when they say women are not allowed, I'm wondering, they have like 3 different surnames in their families. Their children have 3 different surnames.
Question. Now, a man that will marry a woman who has another husband and be husband 1 or husband number 2, what's he looking for?
Companionship.
Companionship with a woman that is married to another man.
Money. It's about money now.
No. You know, cheating on your husband is different from being married to 2 men. What are you saying?
You're not married to 2 men. What usually happens is that if I'm married to one and the man starts cheating, he's not paying attention to me anymore. I pack my bag
to the other,
and I move to another person's house.
No, that's divorce now. That's divorce.
Yoruba has this saying that like my market is still selling, so don't come and dull me with your activities. It didn't work for them either, and we can't even promote it.
No, we're not promoting
We've seen that what has worked consistently, because the family unit, when destroyed, the entire generation of that family is going to face it. So if we don't ensure that the family is properly in good condition, churning out good children, then we're going to miss it.
Let me take Michael from Ikorodu. Michael, are you there?
Yeah.
Good morning. Just go ahead.
That's not time for long.
Welcome to the show. Oh, sorry,
I'm clapping for you.
So back to the family unit.
Yes.
When if cheating on cheating, because we used to have this issue about cheating being that when somebody is outside, the outside person thinks that everything is perfect inside, and then it starts the issue of using jars and all that to try and get inside or to distract the man so that you focus on me. All that can be avoided if a man just focuses on the wife. Also, you have children that you have sibling rivalry. Okay, my wife from outside is having
half-sister.
My half-sister is doing well, and then there's a competition. All that can be totally avoided.
Yeah.
It's just much better to be.
So men, you know what, just keep to your one wife, because this is very complicated.
Let me
Having
explain.
stepchildren and it's annoying.
You know, whether we like it or not, there's also a major part that the the economy is playing, a major role that the economic situation is playing, that is making women jump from one man to another.
So let me take this call from Ilorin, from Kwara State. Olasu coming from Kwara State. Are you there?
I'm there.
We have a lot of long distance today.
Yeah,
Good morning.
good morning.
Yes.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, I'm a first-time caller.
Welcome to the show.
Yeah, I love the show you guys are putting on this morning, especially the one yesterday night.
Yes.
I watched the broadcast.
Yes.
So I want to say that, we should face reality. This is Africa. And even when you look at what is happening around us, the married men that they are talking about, they should stop going to women. All those women are being hypocritical. Because if you see a man approach you and he tells you something, you have to verify. Is he married or not? Not by news. So that's aside. But the second thing is that the issue of this Ghanaian comedian, the man is a comedian, he's from Ghana. And that is how it's practiced in Ghana. They have many single mothers in Ghana. So it is nothing. They are even proud of it. It is the woman that even owns the children, not even the man. There, you can see, you know. Even the Ghanaian present president, his father is from Ofa, in Kwara State here. The mother is from is a Ghanaian. So they treat them like the women hold the children there. So it is right for the man to just walk around it. So it's nothing. But the reality here in Nigeria is that we have many women out there that are not married. They need companions. Some of you guys are greed somehow. Because some of you will have your friends that are still not married now, that they need husbands. They want to marry. But you will not even willingly to say, okay, my husband, take one of these my friends that is available. So because he has not married and you have even stopped giving children. So, it's just a greed.
You must be joking.
Let me throw this question at Jumoke. So, do you want to come and marry my own husband?
God forbid. I want my own. And I was going to address this issue of our mindset towards marriage because I saw a few tweets and I was shocked. Let me read them. Lawrence Elias, I'm calling his full name, says, men should not cheat, but there is love in sharing.
Can you imagine that?
Idowu Babajide says, my friend consoles himself with other women because after the birth of children, his woman is not as neat as before. She's dirty. Then Akaudoye Bob Manuel says, women cheat as much as men, but men can't gather other men and talk about it. Shame will not allow us to talk.
Jumoke, that brings me to that point. There's a gap. Once there's a gap in the marriage, that's when these cheating things happen. So what women, I know both men need to do that. But once you notice you feel that your spouse is somewhat far away, you need to find out how you can bridge that gap.
Edwin Edja says, please answer. In 2014, I and my wife had no sex for 10 months. 2015, after January, it is still September 2016. As in, you cannot afford to have such gap. The man must do something. God.
So whose fault is that? Was it her fault or his fault?
Conversation.
But yes, let me take Mariam first. Mariam from Shangisha. Good morning. Are you there?
Yeah, good morning.
Good morning. Please go ahead.
I'm a first-time caller.
Welcome to the show.
Yeah, I want to talk about yesterday's topic first.
Yes, go ahead.
All these single ladies are always after married men. Is a big issue. Let me give you one small instance about my friend. Yeah, her husband goes to the gym very early in the morning. So this lady that's been eyeing the husband at the gym. All of a sudden, started texting the husband late at night and calling him all sorts of pet names. Hello, darling. Hello, sweetie. Are you kidding? Calling somebody else's husband's pet names. Like normally she doesn't really check her husband's phone. Something just pushed her like that day to I think she wanted to charge his phone or something and the message came up and she saw hello, darling around maybe 11:30 p.m. or so. And so madam, please, who are you that you're calling my husband darling at this time of the night? Sorry, I know you're the original sweetheart, but, she got so angry, she gave it back to her immediately. Whatever intentions you have, let it die there. The husband was a little angry, why should she have actually done that? But at least she killed this girl's spirit from that day. Even if you see the husband at the gym, no good morning. I beg, hold your greeting to yourself.
Yeah, so
then, back for today's topic. Sorry, please.
Yeah.
About this DKB guy, that guy is he has a loose mouth. He was on PBA, Big Brother Africa one season like that. That's the same way he talks to women. So I'm not actually surprised at the comment.
All right, thank you very much, Maria.
You know, talking about the gym, I have plenty stories I want to link up. A lot of married women, when you see them at the gym, the kind of gym clothes they wear, even those gym instructors, they have to use the inspiration of the Holy Spirit to hold themselves back because there is a gap. You see, you would see that they are coming to the gym to come and feel good about themselves. Somebody is not appreciating
Nobody's
them.
telling them they are sexy.
Now, I was talking about finance. I know of a woman that followed another woman's, what's it called? Husband from a place of worship. I would not mention the religion. From a place of worship, as she entered, she abandoned her husband and followed that man because there was a gap financially. You understand? Then thirdly, even if me and you, we are blood sisters, if we are married to one man, we will see each other with so much hatred and bitterness because the connection between marriage, that love connection, that sexual connection is too strong an emotion for you to share with a third party. It is meant for two people. So even if it is your blood sibling, that this man is saying that women should stop being greedy, I cannot share my husband with anybody.
I want to go to...
So, we need to address the issues from the foundation. YK mentioned yesterday that a trouser has 2 legs. It cannot take 3 legs.
So that's why when I see my husband exercising,
you follow.
I don't follow. Because I rather sleep. But when I realized this thing is important to this guy, and it was while I was jogging with him, even yesterday, he was like, "Mara, I hate exercising, but I make the extra effort." So when seeing you sleeping and I'm like, me, I'm making extra effort, and you are not even taking it seriously, that's why I used to get upset that I didn't used to exercise with him.
So we need the right mindset before going into marriage. No divorce, no cheating, whatever the issues. Take it that anything can happen. The devil is out there to attack marriages. Whatever the issues, we must survive it together.
All right, let's take a quick break. When we come back, we'd like to hear more. Take more of your phone calls. Stay with us. We'll be right back. Welcome back. Still on this topic. Yes, Tokwe.
So the caller earlier mentioned the fact that a friend's husband was getting darling hello from a lady in the gym, and he didn't see anything wrong with it. A lot of men have actually been in a situation whereby a man was getting, and for him, it was like, if I entertain this lady, she would think I'm interested. So she just ignores the message. The lady, on the other hand, feels that if I keep on my assault, I might be able to penetrate one way or the other. I think that if what you don't, you're about to say, what you don't want to eat, you don't sniff it. So if you're not interested in that relationship, you should cut it and let us know, please don't send me messages saying darling or whatever. I'm married.
Let me take this call from Lume. Michael from Lume, are you there?
Yes, I'm there.
Good morning. Please go ahead.
Good morning. Yes, I'm actually first-time caller.
Welcome to the show.
Yes, I want to talk about the issue about can men cheat?
Yes.
Yes, actually, by the word of God, it is very wrong. But regarding to the African initiative, men can cheat.
Okay.
Yes, finished.
Okay. So let me come to tweet.
So maybe we should agree that men should. No, I'm just asking. Maybe women should agree that men can cheat, and then they wouldn't give themselves up attention. Because some women have high blood pressure and they will die, and then the man will not marry the second person.
Let the man also admit that women can cheat before we can admit that kind of thing.
HIV is still one of the world's most pressing challenges, and HIV kills. So cheating. Festus Horn says, according to the Bible, who was the first to cheat? Eve. Did she cheat with a man? Usani says, that single girl that said married men should leave them alone, it's a lie. In fact, these single girls plenty want us. Cherry says, polygamy is not wrong when the partners are in agreement of the new spouse. Beatrice says, be you man or woman, cheating is not allowed. 1 wife for Christian and as many as 4 wives for Muslims, no extra affairs. Kuti Malik says also, let's differentiate between men cheating and men having more than a wife when religion allows. If a Muslim has 3 wives and he doesn't marry the 4th one, but he's cheating, he's sleeping with her outside, that's cheating. Tariq's rule says, what if it was the woman that bought the ring and funded the wedding?
Can she cheat?
Can she cheat?
Thank you.
Okay, let me take Omini from Ikorodu. Omini, are you there?
Yeah. Good
Please go
morning.
ahead. Good morning.
Really, I'm a first-time caller.
Welcome to the show. Sound happy.
I love your program.
Thank you.
The issue there is talking about cheating. To say the truth, it's not that the man wants to cheat. Sometimes it depends on the relationship between a man and the woman in the house. The way you act with your husband. Your husband sometimes maybe he needs you at that particular time. Maybe there's something obstructing you and the woman. Maybe he saw you somewhere or you did not saw him somewhere. He would like to go and try another thing. Cheating on a woman is not good, to say the truth.
Okay.
But you as a woman, look at your husband. Look at it. You look at your husband on the face. Sometimes you know what he needs and what he did not need. It's not all the time a man will just say, hey, brother, let's not just go there. No. As a woman, you are my mother. You're supposed to know what I need at a particular time. So that is just my contribution.
Thank you very much, Omini. Please, we're not angels. We also need communication. We need to be informed. Me, I can be very oblivious of what needs to be done. I prefer you let me know, and sometimes I might read it. Sometimes I don't know. So the same way you want me to be expressive, you to tell me what you want, and let's get it done.
Cheating requires time.
It
requires time, effort, planning.
Bam.
The efficiency with which men perfectly cheat and the woman doesn't catch on. If they can put it in their work,
or
they will be super.
Or in the marriage, or in the marriage, or just making the relationship with the wife work out.
I think what a friend of mine said, an older friend of mine said, and I think I agree totally with him. I think because you call your wife, sometimes it gives you that impression that you can do anything. I think
she's always
men
there.
should start to call their wives, their friends, their girlfriends, this is my lover. It gives a different paradigm, the way you see her. So you begin to treat her like you would treat a lover, you treat a wife. Because you see, because you call her your wife, some men just feel like it is okay for me to do anything. She's the one at home. She can accommodate my excesses. But it's wrong. You would not do that. I mean, some people make a joke and say a small girl will come and slap your husband on the head. Oh God. Meanwhile, the wife can't try that at home.
Lie.
You understand? So I'm saying,
kind of beating.
So I'm saying that love relationship. I mean, when you start to look at each other, that you
Okay, so it's not having my husband said at home too.
I'm just saying.
I wanted to highlight that also. In a marriage, there are issues. So when your wife has an issue that she's talking about, we men want to talk and express themselves. Men don't talk as much. And you think that she's nagging. Maybe, for instance, she's talking about school fees or feeding, and she just wants to express herself. Some men, rather than resolve the particular issue, they would say that this woman is nagging. Let me go out to that girl that doesn't have problem. It's because the girl is outside
Yeah.
that she doesn't have a problem.
Yes. Let me take this call from Bornu.
Resolve
Ibrahim,
your
are you there?
issues.
Yeah, I'm here.
Good morning, Ibrahim.
Good morning.
Go ahead, please. Thanks for calling.
Okay. Actually, nice job you're doing there.
Thank you, sir.
And seriously, for this Ghanaian comedian of a thing. By the way, this is my first time calling.
Welcome to the show.
Because
People like us clapping for them.
this Ghanaian guy, if I have to see him, the first thing I would tell him is, okay, let me cheat with his wife and then let's see how he will feel first.
God bless you, Ibrahim.
And another thing is, seriously, women, when women become more dependent on a man, it comes to a stage whereby she does everything the man says. And it becomes like whenever the man can do whatever he wants because you are dependent on him. That's why it's good for women to be independent a little bit.
Yeah.
Right now, I'm not married, I'm single, but seriously, one thing that will make a man to cheat is when you
the woman did not discover actually what turns the man on. And so that if you know that you can always do that, and that will never ever make him to go other way or look at others just because you already know what turns him on. You have to study him very well.
All right. So, thank you very much, Ibrahim.
They say
some tweets.
Funny tweets.
Somebody is accusing Tokwe. Samuel Adeni says, Tokwe, stop. That women perfected the act of cheating better than men. So women have perfected the act more than men.
Smith Bate says, women cheat the more. I know of many married women that even chase after young guys. Son of Ojoye says, cheating on a woman is not good, but all these hypocrites, ladies talking down on married men are the ones who prefer them. Afari Ogun Oyinda Mola says, I think men will continue to cheat until jail term is attached to cheating.
Austin says, if our system allows polygamy, then he is not cheating. If he wants another wife because he must hang out before the marriage.
But let's be fair, there's some women that are magnanimous. They are willing to share. That's fine. So let's give those women the opportunity.
Women who, for instance, in Islam, I think that they've been they have that preconception of like, I'd rather he brings her home.
Yes.
You know, from your religion, you have been told it's okay, 4 wives. So I think some of them have that mindset. Yes. Although the makeup of a woman, that's me, I know. You won't like it. Nima that says that it is okay, her husband can bring home another wife, or she doesn't mind though. The way she's taking care of the man so that he doesn't look outside.
You must fill the vacuum.
My own father did Monday to Thursday my house, Friday to Sunday my stepmother in Solo. So he's in Bagada Monday to Thursday, and so it's Solo. Oh God, stress.
So just fulfill both male and female meet each other's needs emotionally. Don't leave that gap. If you notice the gap, quickly,
yes. So
close it up.
Constano says something very important. Once we don't drop the habit of cheating before wedding, we tend to continue after marriage. So it's a mindset thing.
So I think that what women should go with here, I mean, also men, once you notice that there's a strain in your relationship, there's something different from how you guys used to be, fill that gap immediately.
Why are you looking out for the other woman? Put that thing in your wife.
Yes. That's all we can take on the show. I think we had a fabulous week.
Yeah, we did.
We're having a very busy weekend, ladies.
Yes,
we do.
So on Monday, we'll gist about it. Have a lovely weekend. Bye-bye.